Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
What if you could hear your favorite song for the first time again? Introducing the all-new, reimagined Nissan Kicks. With an available Bose Personal Plus sound system that uses speakers in the headrest to create a 360-degree listening experience. You've never heard anything like this. Reimagine your music and your drive. Experience the all-new, reimagined Nissan Kicks for yourself at nissanusa.com today.
Available feature. Bose is a registered trademark of the Bose Corporation.
Hey guys, it's Jim Costa from Cash the Ticket. If you're planning on betting college football bowl games, good luck. No, seriously, it's never been harder. And you don't want to be hurting your bankroll. You want to make sure you're doing your homework. Listen to Cash the Ticket. Mike Valeni and I will be breaking down every single bowl game, dropping new episodes nearly every day throughout college football's postseason. Spicing things up with a 12-team playoff. Can't wait to see some of those teams from the South come up north for the snow. Be sure to subscribe to Cash the Ticket on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Fellas, football season is here. It's time to get to Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Walk in, relax, watch your favorite team play, and before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Get to Lady Jane's, open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Breaking news on 97.1 The Ticket is presented by BetQL. Smarter bets start with BetQL. Download the BetQL app or visit BetQL.com today. WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. An Odyssey Sports Station. Sports headlines. All day, every day. From the Corwell Health Sports Desk. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Brought to you by National Benefit Plans. The Pistons are back in the hardwood tonight in L.A. facing the Lakers, who may be without LeBron and Anthony Davis. Both are questionable. Tip at 10:30 right here on 97.1 The Ticket. Simon Edmondson was back in the ice for the Red Wings morning skate. He missed both Canadiens games last week with an upper body injury. Ben Sherratt was not on the ice meanwhile. The Blues are in town tonight at LCA. Pre-game with Luke Sloan begins at 6:45, also here on The Ticket. Free agent pitcher Walker Buehler is inked a deal with the Red Sox worth $20 million for just 1 year. Reports saying that the Tigers would prefer to sign pitchers to one-year deals this offseason, and Buehler was a name that was linked to them. Alex Cobb remains their lone rotation move so far. Andrew McCutchen has also signed a one-year deal with the Pirates for $5 million. The 38-year-old had 20 home runs last season. The Packers face the Saints tonight at Monday Night Football. Green Bay has won 4 of their last 5 games, including a win over Seattle in their last contest, kicked there at 8:15. At the Corwell Health Sports Desk, I'm Jeremy Otto. For more, go to 97.1 The Ticket or Odyssey.com.
Live from the Jamie Samuelson Studio, Karsh and Anderson on 97.1 The Ticket.
Karsh, Scott Anderson, 97.1 The Ticket. Happy holidays, everybody. Christmas week. Enjoy. Time with family and friends. 248-539-9797. It helps when the Detroit Lions football team wins again, and this time 34-17 over the Chicago Bears. Setting up a stretch run when you couple it with Philly losing. The only thing that would have made it perfect is if Minnesota had also lost. And there's a lot of people chumping Seattle for not coming through in that game. By the way, 9-3 this weekend. Gator and I picking games. 9-3. They're both well over 500 now. Finishing strong here. With If I Bet It. 248-539-9797.
Doing what we can.
Yep. Got an update on Jalen Hurts. This is interesting. It's from Jeff McClain, who is a reporter for The Inquirer in Philly and does a podcast and covers the Eagles. I'm trying to interpret this, and I want you and Kang to help me. Regarding Jalen Hurts' concussion, he'll be in protocol, which could limit him once practice or walkthroughs start on Wednesday. You'd like your quarterback to take all the reps before the game. Then he writes this, but it's important to note that players increasingly return the game after a concussion, i.e. Sidney Brown and Britton Covey, the Eagles, most recently Zach Ertz this weekend for the Commanders. Now, the way he wrote this, it's important to note that players increasingly return the game after a concussion. Is he saying that the Eagles have put concussed players back in games because they weren't that serious, or they passed the sideline test, and then he's pointing out that Hurts they did not put back in? But the way he wrote it is it's important to note the players increasingly return the game after concussion. I think he means return to the game. But I feel like the implication from this is that it might be a rather serious concussion.
I don't know. I don't know how to take it. It's obviously it's a big blow to Philadelphia if he's unable to play in the next week. I know Kenny Pickett came in and he did okay in the game yesterday. I still like Kenny Pickett, but it's a different type of quarterback altogether. I mean, Jalen Hurts is the dual threat, one of the better running quarterbacks in the league, and they really have that offense going when he's there. But with him out, that's a big blow to them. But they have to be really careful, because if nobody's conceding anything, right? But if Philadelphia, if they, let's say, in their mind in a little bit just kind of concede, okay, we're not going to be the number one seed, then what's best for Philadelphia is to just be as healthy as you can be for the playoff. And maybe resting Jalen Hurts is the smartest thing to do.
Kang, how do you interpret that tweet?
All right, so you always get kind of like in a gray area when you try to do stuff like this, but we'll do it anyways because I think it's so important to what the Lions are trying to do to achieve the number one seed. I think that what he's trying to say, Doug, or right, is that he's not going to be able to prepare because he's in protocol this week.
Right.
But with the way the NFL is, even if you're in protocol during the week, players regularly play the next game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if he gets cleared before their next game at any point, he's probably going to play because players like Zach Ertz and other players around the league, even though they suffer a concussion in the game, leave the game, in protocol the entire week.
Don't practice,
but they still play the following week.
We don't know what the lingering symptoms might be, severity of this thing.
But it changed by the person to person.
Yeah, concussions are so hard to understand. Even the foremost authorities on them say, look, they're still hard to measure. They're still hard to diagnose. But hopefully he's okay. And I mean that sincerely. Philly might not really be our biggest concern as far as the one seed is. Clearly Minnesota at this point. And it's wild. The difference between being the one seed and not is so punitive. Dropping to the 5 seed and having to go on the road. It's hard to imagine this Lions team potentially having to do that, but if it comes down to the last game, they may have to win it or else.
Yeah, going on the road and playing an extra game. Theoretically, the Lions right now are 3 home games away from the Super Bowl.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's a big difference, and that's from the 1 seed down to the 5. It changes. That's if you're the 1 seed. But as far as the injuries is concerned, how we have all these internet doctors now, guys, breaking down every injury from across the league, and they'll go, hey, this looks like an MCL that's 3 to 6, da-da-da, and every player is different, but they can give you a decent range. Concussions are a completely different ball game. Not only is every player in person different, but it's a concussion. You have no idea how their brain is being affected right now by what just happened on the field. So they can't go, oh, looks like mild concussion, out 2 weeks. You can't do that with every individual.
248-539-9797. Let's go to Aaron in Sterling Heights. Hi, Aaron.
Hey, guys. How are you? Certainly have come to enjoy these locker room celebrations after these wins, and there were some dynamics yesterday that nobody's talked about but was pretty interesting. So when Coach Campbell goes out to give out the game ball, he throws it to St. Brown, and St. Brown kind of gestures to give it to Jamison Williams, who I think could have been given a game ball with 143 yards and the touchdown. But Coach Campbell specifically says, no, it's yours, right? And then, so I think the disciplinary stuff didn't stop with the reaming on the sideline. I think he rated a game ball, but Coach Campbell didn't give him one. And then, interestingly enough, usually the guy that gets the game ball is the one who breaks him down afterwards. Well, Amon-Ra St. Brown let Jamison Williams break him down after that. So I just thought that was kind of an interesting thing that nobody had brought up yet.
Yeah, we hadn't, and I saw that, and I do wonder if Dan Campbell would say, that guy was great, but I'm not going to give you a game ball if you get a personal foul.
Exactly.
Right. Is that a message being sent?
I want to be careful here. I don't want to make this into a big deal. J-Mo was great yesterday. Yeah. He was great. So, I don't want this to take over the show.
You got flagged for something that I don't think many players would get flagged for.
And I just want to point this out, too. I don't think Jameson Williams is some kind of loose cannon. He had history with this player, and I got to tell you, I think it was borderline late hit that he took that he was upset about. So it wasn't like he just all of a sudden...
Which I thought the flag was...
Yeah, me too, kind of. But, he's got history with that player. That player tripped him purposely on the sidelines a few weeks ago that the NFL fined Stevenson for.
Yep.
So there's some history there. But with that being said, I do want to he's got to keep his emotions in check and not hurt the team.
Now, the other thing is, okay, St. Brown statistically didn't have this amazing game, right? But he had a nice game. The touchdown he got, I mean, the way he knifed his way through on what looked like it was a play dead in the water, and he knifes his way through for the touchdown. It was a big touchdown at that time.
Yep.
The catch that he had late in the game to keep the clock going, unfortunately, they went 3 and out right after that. But it was a big catch that he made because he's just clutch. It is what he is. And he also caught his 100th pass of the season. So a milestone there for him. And he's one of only a couple players in the last 5 years to have 100 catches with over 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns in back-to-back years. So good for St. Brown. You can see why he would have been given a ball. I think it's more of a milestone game than anything else, but also rewarding him for just being as clutch as he is.
248-539-9797. We'll get to more of your phone calls and feedback, more of your champ and chump outs. And I got to appreciate, too, one on offense and one on defense. Two guys that I think really, really had good days and picked a good time to have a good day. We will get to that today at 11:20 here on Carson Anderson on 97.1 The Ticket.
Have you ever considered doing something about your hair loss or are worried about time off, results, or pain? Doctors Barry, Luther, and Aronovitz are the exclusive providers of the ARTIS Robotic Assist hair transplantation procedure in the greater Detroit area. With the ARTIS technology and using your own hair, Dr. Allie Barry or Dr. Luther could restore your hair in a minimally invasive procedure, giving you the thickness you want and the hairline you'd like, and requires no stitches and leaves no linear scar. It has a quick recovery and results are completely natural. And you don't have to go far, it's right here in Metro Detroit. Call today to find out more and schedule your no-obligation consultation with one of the doctors. They will give you honest recommendations and creatively realistic options to restore your hair. This procedure is called ARTIS, so give Doctors Barry, Luther, and Aronovitz a call at 586-612-0757 or visit mihairdoc.com. That's 586-612-0757 or mihairdoc.com.
The new wine garden, Sterling Heights, is your destination for everything from single barrel bourbon to fine wine and cigars. On 19 east of Shaner.
Come see me, I'm Danny.
The Wine Garden.
Michigan Auto Law. Auto attorneys. Visit autolaw.com.
What was that?
Okay, I have to tell you. I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest. The last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying. Just beautiful.
Whatever you love, find it on eBay. eBay. Things people love.
I love spreading joy with gifts this time of year, but I try not to spread my budget too thin. Luckily, Kohl's has come through for me once again. I just went and used a 25% off coupon to score so many great gifts under $20, like cozy pajamas and fleece, amazing gift sets, and beauty must-haves. So if you're looking to give more for less this season, get to Kohl's. Select styles, offers end December 24th. Summer exclusions apply. See store at Kohl's.com for details.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter? Right? And the best part? They accept Discover. Accept Discover?
What?
In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jeff. Oh, yeah. Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times. Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants? These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
Don't let cold season make you miserable. Try the quick drug-free solution for nasal congestion, Navage. Navage uses gentle suction to flush out your sinuses with refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier all winter long. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at select warehouse clubs in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better fast. Check out Navage at your local retailer today. Navage. Navage. Breathe easy.
Why pay more for prescriptions? Stop overpaying and start saving with SingleCare. It's easy. Find your prescription on singlecare.com. Show the coupon at the pharmacy and start saving. SingleCare works at pharmacies nationwide and is completely free to use, whether you have insurance or not. So the next time you fill a prescription, check SingleCare to make sure you're getting the best price. Take control of your prescription costs. Go to singlecare.com or download the free app today.
Do you have an opinion? Of course you do. Call the D Las Vegas 97.1 The Ticket Studio line at 248-539-9797. The D Las Vegas, the home of Detroit sports in Vegas.
The Detroit Red Wings host the St. Louis Blues. Pregame tonight at 6:45 on 97.1 The Ticket.
Off play action fake, stepping up in the pocket, throwing deep down the field. Watch Shamo. Each stride. Got him. Gone. Count it down. 10-5. End zone. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. 82 yards. Oh, baby. Jarrett dropped it in the bucket. Shamo made the grab, and you can't catch that man.
There you go. There you go. That's our guy. J-Mo getting loose. This is what you're looking for, right? This is exactly what you expect to get out of Jameson Williams, who had he had a tough catch in traffic as well to go with it, had a huge game. And here we are, the Detroit Lions back on track, got their mojo back. Feedback coming in to the Carson Anderson inbox, bunch of Champ and Chump votes. Champ, Ricky Henderson, weird as heck, but one of the best athletes I ever saw. Chump SMU, thanks for showing up. That's from John Winkler.
Yeah, Ricky's passing, one of the great baseball players of our time.
I was recently weird because in the last couple months, I was talking to my kids about how Ricky Henderson's quotes are some of the best. So we Google searched and just started reading them. And I think my favorite Ricky Henderson quote that I'd never heard before is, Ricky don't like when Ricky can't find Ricky's limo.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
Well, he don't. Nope. He don't. But what a player he was. I mean, back in that era, had over 3,000 hits, was a career 279 hitter, but his on-base percentage over his career, 401. And was he the last great base stealer? I mean, he had 3 years where he had 100 stolen bases in a year, including 130 back in 1982. He was just fantastic as a base stealer.
You know you're legendary when your stories, like, they start getting twisted over time. Like the stories about you, and my favorite one, I don't think is even true. It's the John Olerud story.
Oh, where Olerud.
So
Olerud and Ricky played together in
New York.
New York with the Mets.
Yeah.
And Olerud was somewhat stood out because he wore a helmet in the field. Like he had a hard helmet, but not a batting helmet. It looked like a hat, but it was a hard helmet. And I know
it suffered like an aneurysm.
There was something, there was something like that. So years later, Olerud is in Toronto, and Ricky Henderson gets traded to or signs with the Blue Jays. And Ricky walks up to him and he goes, "I used to play with a dude that wore a helmet on the field, just like you." And Olerud was like, "Yeah, Ricky, it was me."
Ricky used to play with a guy like that.
So he was in Toronto first.
Oh,
is that what it was? Yeah, he was in Toronto in 1993, and then goes to the Mets in 1999.
That is terrible. So wait, there was only 4 years in between? You said 89 and 93?
93 and 99. So 6 years in between. But still, I mean, I used to play with a guy that wore a helmet. Played first base. Left-handed, dude. Hit a lot of doubles.
Mm-hmm. And what does Ricky don't like when Ricky can't find Ricky's limo? 248-539-9797. As far as SMU, we jumped SMU. I can't remember the last time, Gator, where I sincerely, felt awful for a player. I felt awful for Kevin Jennings, the quarterback at SMU. We threw 3 picks. A couple of them were bad. One was bad luck. But it was down set, hut, run for your life. Every single drop back. He just was under duress the entire game. And I started to sincerely feel bad for Kevin Jennings. I mean, Penn State dominated, deserved to win. Don't get me wrong. And I'm somewhat happy for the B1G. But Jennings, man, that guy, talk about combat pay. Talk about post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah, that was a rough day. I agree with you. I kind of felt bad for him, too.
Yep.
I felt dirty rooting for James Franklin from both a gambling standpoint and also for Big Ten pride standpoint. But they handled their business. Yep. That was one of your picks, right? You had.
Remember I joked, you know how much I respect James Franklin. You had the under.
I had the under.
I had Penn State minus.
Yeah, and they handled their business. Penn State looked really, really good, really dominant. And then, of course, SMU, one of those teams that people say, oh, it shouldn't have been there.
Stop it. Just stop with the... Okay, then get rid of playoff teams. Like, make it smaller.
No, we need to make it bigger, Doug. We need to expand it more.
That's the crazy thing is...
We need more SEC teams.
There's more evidence that we should make it smaller, and yet the most likely outcome is that we're going to make it bigger. Phil's in Garden City, and he's next on 97 on the ticket.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Phil!
All right. Great Lions win yesterday.
Sure was.
Hey, so injuries. Just talking about injuries. We got Melifonwu back.
Yep.
Melifonwu is, to me, he's better. He's got the safety blitz down. It's so awesome, man.
Well, it's a player that, I mean, you got to give him credit. He did have a sack. He had a quarterback hit. He had 4 tackles. And I thought looked better than I expected him to look. He looked active.
And he's only going to be better as he gets more practice time under his belt.
Yeah, and adds another dimension to that defensive backfield that hits. Great in run support. Just a great game. And just real quickly, just so if I can add it, Lions are so much fun. Even Strahan, I was watching the post game, and Strahan's like, the Lions are fun to watch.
Yep.
So I'm so glad they're our team, man. You guys have a great holiday.
Yep.
All right, thank you. You too.
100% agree. So glad they're our team.
Yes, and they are fun to watch. Offensively, they're great, but defensively, even without a pass rush, and I'm getting annoyed that there's no pass rush, I love how the secondary plays. I love how they support the run. These guys are fearless taking out the running backs or, fighting through the blocks of the receivers to get and make a tackle. I love that. Adding Melifonwu back to this team, you saw, I mean, when Carlton Davis went down with a broken jaw, might be gone likely for the playoffs as well. We'll see. But devastating blow. There goes another starting corner, and, you see other guys get dinged up, and next thing you know, you see more Vildor than you want to see. But Melifonwu coming back allows Brian Branch to go and play slot corner, where he played a lot last year and was very good at it. It allows Amik Robertson to go from slot corner to corner, or to outside corner, or whatever they want to call it. And he was pretty good. So the secondary isn't better without Carlton Davis, but they're better off than you thought they might be because Melifonwu is back, and that helps so many other things out. Branch is a better safety than Melifonwu, there's no question about it, right? But you can shuffle these guys around and still find a way to play winning football defensively, which is what they did yesterday.
248-539-9797. All right, so 2 guys I want to point out that, just start the appreciation thread. One is Christian Mahogany.
Yeah.
I'm going to be intrigued to see what they have to say about him after the film, because this is a player that spent much of this year hurt, and this is a player that I don't know that we had huge expectations for, but they were not slowed down by having Mahogany out there. And that's his first game action of the year, right?
Yes.
He just got activated.
He missed all of training camp.
Yep. So
and then missed the first 2 weeks of the season as well before he even got to practice. And I was listening to TJ Lang talk about it this morning. And TJ was saying how remarkable it is that he's able to get himself up to speed here, basically by just running drills and stuff. Because once you get in the regular season and start getting through practices, you're not getting any reps.
Yeah.
The starters are getting all the reps. So this was last week was the only week he got reps in practice, basically, aside from doing drills. And he's already kind of up to speed. Now, it's a work in progress. He doesn't know everything he's supposed to know, but he held his own. And something TJ said I thought was important. He said, Brian Glasgow's a starting guard. There's no question. He's the starting guard. But the fact that Mahogany got the nod over Coyote Awosika, who was the starting guard in the NFC Championship game for the team, tells you that there's been some serious progress. And then TJ said that he was talking to some of the defensive coaches and offensive coaches. Offensive coaches kind of downplayed what he was going to be and how he's looked. The defensive coaches did not. They said he was more than holding his own against some of the big boys that they have on that defensive line when those guys were healthy, when they were doing drills and stuff, and he's doing well against Aleem McNeil before he went out with an injury. That it was impressive. So this is a good sign.
Very encouraging.
Very.
The other one on the defensive side, Amik Robertson. Couple TFLs, one in the open field that was pretty big. I think Amik Robertson, look, we knew it was kind of one of those signings. This guy could be a nice addition, and I thought he stepped up yesterday as well. So feeling very, very good about some of the depth guys when given more opportunities coming through.
Definitely. I know I had a couple of notes about Robertson in the game where it was the first drive in the second half for the Bears that looked like Adunze had burned Amik Robinson, but then he comes right back and hits Swift for a loss of 2.
Yeah.
So
and that was the open field one where it looked like it could be a big gainer, and it was basically Amik Robertson or nobody, and Robertson.
And he makes the play, and it's like, okay, yuck, throw it in the garbage, right? Throw it in the rearview mirror. I got burned on a play. That's okay. I'll come and make the next play, and he does. And that's, again, supporting the run. That's what these guys do. It's great to watch.
For the game, Amik Robertson played 63 of 64 defensive snaps, 8 tackles, credited with 1 TFL. I thought he had 2, and 2 pass breakups. 248-539-9797. More of your phone calls and feedback, more of your champ and chump votes. While we continue here on Carson Anderson on 97.1.
The sports calendar is heating up, and there's no better place to get into the action than the ESPN Bet Sportsbook. New customers can bet $10 to get $100 in bonus bets, and for a limited time, also unlock 30 days of ESPN Plus to stream exclusive live sports. Download the ESPN Bet Sportsbook app and sign up with promo code Radio100 to get started today. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Hi, this is Andy Newman, president and founder of Swift Home Loans. Mortgage rates are the lowest they've been in nearly 3 years, and now is the time to make sure you're not overpaying. At Swift, we take pride in getting our clients the best offer without compromising client service, which is what has made us the #1 mortgage brokerage in America. If you received a quote from another lender, give us a call and we will beat it and cover the upfront costs of your appraisal. This is our Swift guarantee. For more info, go to SwiftHomeLoans.com or call 833-MY-SWIFT. That is 833-697-9438.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website for a technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC.
The code is 1516.
first I have to use the bathroom.
For what?
For